On September 4th, 1997, Cletus Pinky Wilton astonished his friends and family by visiting 17 thrift stores in one day. Soon afterwards, Pinky collapsed into his wife's arms and declared that he would only pay retail from then on. Now, nearly 100 years later, this man, under the pseudonym of Backroad Bidder, will attempt to visit 4 thrift stores in one weekend in homage to his hero, Cletus Pinky Wilton. Will he find success? Does visiting 4 thrift stores in one weekend make you a man? Will he find items worth reselling? What is the purpose of all this?
It's the Backroad Bidder.
So yeah, that's a dumb intro. We did visit 4 thrift stores this weekend. 3 of them on Friday when I had off, and 1 on Saturday with my son. And it went something like this. Welcome to the Backroad Bidder channel. My name is Chuck. Today we have an epic thrifting adventure. I'm Swanky. I'm the Swanky reseller. So, why are you recording me now?
Why not? Say some of your stupid crap.
Stupid crap. Thrift store number 1. Notice the F on that hat? It stands for failure. I'm just kidding. This one I haven't been to in a couple of months. Sometimes it turns out pretty well. So on this day we did 3 thrift stores with Marcy, and I got footage at all of them. I do not have any footage from the 4th one. It was just goodwill. We were just looking for some things for my son, so I didn't bother to record. But it's still 3 thrift stores in one day. That's pretty impressive, you got to admit. Always start with the hats in this store because they're right up front. Video games were over in the corner, and there was like 3 games and they were all crap. So I walked away from those with nothing. Didn't find a whole lot of hats to be impressed with. First thing that caught my eye that I grabbed were sealed media tapes. You got some audio cassette here, and there's some VHS ones down here. I may or may not list these. What I've been doing lately is just using them to ship with cassette players, just to kind of sweeten the pot a little. I always got to look at the old man hats now. Ever since I found that Stetson, I consider myself an expert. But no, I'm kidding. But I haven't found any other hats like that I thought I could flip. I still like them though. They're cool to look at. If I collected things, I think vintage ties would be on my list. I actually dig really ugly ties now. Taz one. I picked up one similar to this recently, and I'm not grabbing this one just because I don't know if the other one's going to sell yet. And I'll find more if I want to. I don't think they're a big seller anyway. Dumped a couple of ties here, but look at this one. That is wild. That would be in my collection if I collected ties. I found this one, FFA, Future Farmers of America is what that stands for those of you that don't know. I should have looked this one up. I still haven't. I will look this up later. But the funny part is I looked at the tag on here, and it says FFA tie, but I read that as fatty. FFA tie looks like fatty. If you don't, if you don't space it out right.
Did not grab that one. Hope I don't regret it. I really thought this would be worth something, and it's not. They sell for $5 or less on eBay. So it stayed there. If I can get the box closed. I know a little bit about stainless steel, but if it doesn't have a name on it, I don't bother. Glassware, I'm still learning, and again, if it doesn't have a name, I don't bother because I don't have enough knowledge to decide what'll sell and what won't. They've already got their St. Patty's Day separated out. This kind of cracked me up because I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Ninja Turtles are Irish. Just thought I would enlighten you on that. I guess to be Irish, all you have to do is be green. So I'm guessing Kermit the Frog is also Irish. I'd have to Google that. I'm not sure. Perusing the glassware. I'm not big on steins, but sometimes the stoneware ones, if they're commemorative, they'll sell for $15 or less. I'm always attracted to Hawaiian shirts now. I can't figure out why. Strange. Kind of wish that was in my size. I've developed a theory. See, I found like these sealed TV shows. I know that's a popular show, as was Arrested Development, which you'll see here in a minute. I think shows that appeal to younger people don't sell as well on VHS and DVD. I think if you want to sell those items, you have to find ones that appeal to older folks. Hey, handsome, how you doing? Good to see you here. I love that guy. I did look this one up, and it's worth nothing. Looked really dirty, too. Meh. I did not know there was such a thing as a cordless electric wine corker. Corker? Decorker. Uncorker? Whatever it is. Corkscrew. It's only worth about $10. This I thought was really cute. You can't tell here, though. It's not in great shape. Little salt and pepper shakers. Hey, look at the kid on this box. Yay! He's so happy on this side. Him and his sister. She looks a little psycho, but I'm sure they had fun. Now, I know sometimes these sealed in the box can be worth money. Micro Machines were hot in the 90s, and those kids are grown up now and looking for them. That particular one was not worth much. So on to store number 2. This store recently got moved. It used to be in the basement of this building, and they got upgraded. Now they're upstairs. They have a lot more room and quite a bit more stuff. So it's like being in a brand new store to me. This thing is cool. This is not Tupperware. It's not Rubbermaid, but these mid-century cake things will sell. This one's in terrible shape, and honestly, if I would have picked this up, like everything on this bottom shelf would have fallen. That was the linchpin that was holding everything on that whole shelf. Good thing I didn't want it because I'm out of here. Here's your sign. That's Bill Engvall talking doll. and it did work perfectly. But even new in the box, this isn't worth much. If you have a whole set of all of the blue collar comedians, it's maybe you can get $60, it looked like. But by itself, it's, $7, $8, $10, no biggie. I actually was startled by this. Why is there a spider in with the glassware and stuff? Ugh. I'm not a spider fan, in case you don't know. Did you know you need a kit to clean your answering machine? I had an answering machine for 20 years and I didn't know you needed a kit to clean it. The things you learn thrifting. I dug around in here a bit. Found some interesting pieces. This looks mid-century. I love the green stuff. I wasn't sure if that one would sell, and it was kind of big. Not feeling like messing with it right now. I thought this was very cool until I realized it was homemade. It was just, the star-shaped ashtray. Somebody stuck a picture on the bottom and painted over it, which is still kind of cool, but I don't know. I didn't feel like trying to list it and sell it. There again, unmarked glassware. I thought it was kind of cool looking. However, I don't know enough to pick it up. This I hemmed and hawed on for a long time. Little Dutch girl. You put the string where it's supposed to be, and she's carrying 2 water buckets off of that yoke on her shoulders. Kind of a cute piece, and I think it's a bell. But ultimately, I walked away from it. I found a couple of comps that weren't worth all that much. That's kind of neat. Little cast iron salt and pepper shaker. And I've never seen one quite like this, where it's one color and it just goes into the other. Not in the mood to learn about it today, though. Not to ship a piece of glass like that. I'm kind of a sucker for salt and pepper shakers, but these, they already wanted $3. I didn't think there was enough meat on that bone. These I thought were interesting. I've sold some tankards like this recently. These are glass bottom ones. There's a card inside and on the back of the box that explains the history of the glass bottom tankards. And these both had Freemason symbols on them. I could not find exact comps, but for $1 a piece I thought they were interesting enough. I'm taking them. Here's another one where I don't know if I'll sell it by itself, that little Sesame Street Fisher Price garbage truck. I might sell it by itself, or we have a whole bunch of Fisher Price Sesame Street stuff. I might just add it to one of those lots. Would you have grabbed this? New in the box? Cup from Hawaii. It looks kind of vintage. I don't think it's brand new. I don't know. It wasn't special to me. I didn't even bother to look it up, but it wasn't jumping out at me. I thought this Brewer t-shirt was pretty cool. If it was a 3X, it would have came home with me. Back in the hats in this store, they were only $1 a piece, so at $1 a piece I'm going to look at every hat, because you just never know. Didn't find a lot of them, but this one caught my eye. It's from the Olympics from London a few years ago, and it's Ralph Lauren polo. I didn't realize how small it was till I got it home. It is a kid's size hat, so when you see the comps at the end, those aren't kid sized, so I don't know how accurate the comps are going to be. This thrift store, I'm going to just tell you right up front, I've never found anything good in here. There's limited selection, they're kind of pricey. But I never want to say never, because once in a while, I mean, it only takes one item to make it worth your time. And I can walk through this whole store in 10 minutes, so might as well take a look, right? I don't know if you see that little carafe up there that looks very mid-century. It was tempting, but I walked away. That says something in German on it. I thought about having a friend of mine translate it just to see if this is worth getting, but ultimately I didn't bother. Mugs, mugs, mugs. I'm a sucker for mugs. Thought these were neat. They wanted 25 cents each. Well, it was 3 of them for 75 cents. But there's only 3 and one of them was chipped pretty bad. Otherwise, I might have picked those up because I feel like they would have sold. They were little advertising coasters. Briefly went through the plush. Nothing really jumped out at me. Thankfully, because I probably would have been scared. Always got to check the electronics too. If nothing else, I look for cords and stuff that I can use, you know, chargers. Because I always need an extra charger for work or the car. This is actually a medical thing. Some kind of a patch for injuries. Very strange. Anyway, that about wraps it up, you guys. Thanks for coming along today. Next, I'll show you the comps, and then stick around for my outtakes at the end, because there's a lot of them.
Does 4 thrift stores, but we did visit 4 thrift stores. Does visiting 4 thrift stores? Oh my gosh!
We sure had fun today, though, didn't we?
And declared, "What is wrong with me? This is so dumb."
Every thrift store I went into today, I had a coughing spell for no good reason.
Yes, you need to bring cough drops with you. It was embarrassing. That was part of the reason why I went the opposite way. I don't want to be seen with Mr. Coffee Cough.
What is the purpose of all this?